hose here and vacuumed out the water from there. And now it's a matter of getting in behind here to vacuum out, well, to remove the obstruction. There's probably a penny down here. Removed several coins already from inside the basin. These are not always the easiest to get apart. And of course it's one thing to get them off and then another thing to get them back on. I got pretty lucky there that it came right off. The clamps came right off. So now what we need to do is remove the top portions here. About the easiest way is with a flathead screwdriver. And you're just going to pick up the front part here, slip off the clips here. Okay, there we go. Now checking inside here for obstruction. And I can hear it there. Shake it around. There it is. There's the penny. And it was just making a high-pitched whirring sound when it was running. You could hear it running up against the impeller. I'm going to turn this part with the back of my channel locks here just to make sure there's nothing else down there. Use my finger here, turn the pump deal. Everything's clear there. And while we've got this apart, it's a good idea to examine the smaller hose and make sure there's no obstructions there, and there isn't. So this one's ready to go back together. Okay, now putting this back together, I'm going to line up the motor shaft hole here with our motor shaft, and we've got the arm down here. We're going to need to lift the top arm up and slip it back onto the motor shaft here. Sometimes it may be easier to turn your motor shaft so it's straight up and down, and then do the same on your pump here is go ahead and turn it so that your motor shaft is straight up and down, and that way it makes it a little bit more straightforward to put it back together. There we go. Then you're going to press your clips into place here. Sometimes you may need to use a tool to get underneath there. Okay, clipped in. And now resetting the hoses, which it's tight quarters. Be real careful here. All this metal is unfinished metal. It's got sharp edges and stuff. It's very easy to cut yourself on, so got to be extra careful for that. Okay, just going to position both of the hoses and then drag the clamps up to their place, and then we'll have to squeeze them down with the pair of channel locks. Again, be careful for this plate up here. This plate up here also, it's very sharp, so be aware of that if you're sticking your hands back there. So now I'm just drawing the clamp up so that we can put it into place here. It's probably not going to be the best view here, as I have to block it with my hand, but what you want to do is get both of the spring arms with your channel locks so that you can squeeze this down and pull it forward just enough to slip it onto the larger diameter portion of the pipe. There we go. Okay, we're in on the top one. That one's good. So now it's just the bottom one. And if you have a couple different sizes of channel locks, that can make it a little bit better, you know, depending on the particular position. I find a slightly smaller pair of channel locks works good on this bottom one. And sometimes it may be easier to reach around from the back that's how I was able to get this one back on. Anyway, again, be careful for all the sharp corners. So now I can put it back together, test it out, we're good to go.